All right, federal investigators are now looking into whether recent changes to Houston ISD's special education could violate disability laws. And tonight, families are sharing their concerns about what possible changes could mean for their kids. Michelle Choi reports.
Inside Houston City College's central campus in Midtown Saturday, families gather for a special education resource fair hosted with the nonprofit Partners Resource Network. But one day after the U.S. Department of Education opened an investigation into Houston ISD's proposed special education changes, many parents here say the concerns hit home. Among them, Elizabeth Ortega, whose son is on the autism spectrum and once attended HISD before she says a lack of special education support pushed their family to transfer districts.
What special education is supposed to do, it's supposed to give our kids that have a disability access to the general education curriculum to close that gap of where our kids are and where they need to be.
Ortega says she worries the district's proposed changes could move students further away from that goal.
It's like we're looking at segregation instead of inclusion.
The federal investigation focuses on concerns some students in self-contained special education classrooms could be reassigned to different campuses next school year. Jane Frio, an HISD parent and special education advocate, says families are frustrated by what they describe as broad changes impacting vulnerable students.
Special education really has to be individualized for each student. And when you make these blanket changes and send parents, notes home in the mail, that isn't how special education is done.
HISD has said most special education students would not be affected and says the changes are aimed at creating smaller class sizes and more personalized instruction. An explanation Frio says parents don't buy. And now with the federal government stepping in, some parents say they finally feel heard.
Having the federal government backing up your concerns certainly empowers a lot of people to keep fighting.
In Houston, Michelle Choi, KHOU 11 News.